Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, let's do a review of the week. I actually have my music playing in the background. It's really quite interesting. I love music on a Sunday anyway, as it's kind of like housework, chill day, and but they're real oldies that were on, and now I'm listening to the end of Black Eyed Peas, Where Is the Love? When I first used to do tarot readings, I used to actually choose a playlist and play it while I was kind of like shuffling the cards. That was quite a while ago when I first started. Okay, we've got the World card here. I don't know if it's going to be distracting, but the World card with Where Is the Love? Anyway, so I normally have a number that comes to mind and I choose a playlist that's kind of been made for me on Spotify. And today was number 7 and I'm thinking there isn't 7 playlists. But when you kind of scroll along, it says made for you, so I just counted 7 blocks along. And this is the playlist, the World card. Okay, what I want to do is I want to have a look at what's gone on over the week. Let's address what's happened, and then we can have a look at the now. But we do need to have a look and wrap up this week's energy. Okay, as the song finishes. Okay. It's extremely hot. The last few days have been very hot. I don't want to just say with the temperature like outside either. I know that myself, I keep kind of coming over in this. It feels like I'm picking up on the Divine Masculine's energy of being like, I don't know if I want to say furious, but there's this rage inside. Okay. And I just come over really hot. Hot and flustered. The Hermit. I feel that he knows the truth. And that's what's frustrating him, it's the truth. Okay. Well, yesterday's reading came out about the truth will set you free. I think the saying goes, the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Okay, maybe we're touching on something. I think we are touching on something because I feel the cards want to keep silence in me every time I try and delve deep into a certain like emotion. Let's put it that way. But we've got the Hermit. We've got the Death card, which means there's been a spiritual transformation. There has been an awakening. We've got the balance of the Six of Pentacles. Okay, I'm not going to add anything more to that just now. We've got the Surrender card and we've got the Eight of Cups. Let's just stop here for a minute. Okay, I'm going to clarify. I'm more trying to listen to the words of the song. I don't know this song though. It's a feminine singing. Let me look at the title of the song. That's Jessie J. Strip. Okay. I'm not familiar with that song. Strip. Let's look at this Hermit card. It's the Everyday Tarot I'm using now. The Moon and the Strength. So knowing the truth, it's like you've been stripped bare maybe. Stripped bare, but we've got a lion. Actually, he could look like a bear. It's like a big soft teddy bear. That's like it's like you're a big softie. I'm talking to the Divine Masculines. And you know it. Oh, you know you're a big softie at heart. Let's have a look at this transformation. The Death card. Love. It's the Divine Feminine's love that has transformed the Divine Masculine. her comfort, her security, her sanctuary. Loving guidance, loving thoughts, and feeling loving communication with the Divine Feminine. I'm still getting more on this Death card. Shake your body down. Wow, if that's not love for the Divine Feminine. The transformation was the Divine Feminine's love with the Empress, the loving, nurturing energy, the Queen of Cups. Shake. It's like shake that cloak off. You gotta use it up. Wear it out. We're not even at that bit yet. Okay. Let's look at this Six of Pentacles. It's bringing in the balance now. Queen of Swords. The truth. The truth will set you free. And it feels as if that's what the Divine Feminine actually does require from the Divine Masculine to be able to bring in balance, is the truth. So he feels this calling towards the Divine Feminine to speak the truth. Here's a Surrender card. He's got a cloak of love on. Look how he's different. He's kind of leaving the crowd behind. He's off. Ain't nothing left in this old world I care about. Okay. It's going to shake that cloak off. Ooh. Communication's coming in. Yeah, it's just like, I need you. Oh, I might have to turn the music off. There's two of them here, look, heading in the same direction with the birds here. The Divine Feminine's tired and the Divine Masculine is coming. Wow. Okay. Someone's wanting to do something all night long. I might have to turn this off, it's all distracting. Woo, listen. Enough. That's too distracting. Okay. I think it gave us a bit of an idea. It's definitely about stripping naked, vulnerability, transparency, honesty. Okay, I felt a lot of fear come over them about being open and honest, but something about she's tired, so maybe the Divine Masculine will be keeping the Divine Feminine up all night. No music, no distractions. There is a fly flying around quite noisily in the room. He's settled. Let's have some peace. The Hermit. He's got his lantern here. Okay, so he knows the truth. He's got his star here kind of hidden. And I felt that there was this vulnerability about dropping your cloak now. Really about being a big soft teddy bear. The Divine Feminine here can tame. Okay, the Divine Masculine. Then there's this communication. Feeling the connection. And I said feeling the love, the comforting, and I got that from the Strength card, feeling the love and the comfort of the Divine Feminine and her sanctuary. I want to feel that that's kind of in this 5D space, the telepathy, like meeting up in dream space, and quite like hanging out. But there's been this transformation, this love. I want to say the Divine Feminine's dedication has just transformed the Divine Masculine. It came out with the Page of Cups first. The Feminine here offering her love. Very nurturing. They have the same kind of dress on. So that's really about the Divine Feminine being the Divine Mother. The Queen of Cups. She kind of can make all your dreams come true. So there's a transformation. So be quiet now, the music stopped. It's like it was a distraction. It can kind of block, but it can give you messages. Might be something best to do alone. I love listening to music alone and putting together messages. So Six of Pentacles. It's bringing in this balance now. The Divine Feminine's energy is here with the Queen of Swords. I'm feeling here as if she's saying to the Divine Masculine, it's safe now to come forth. I feel the Divine Masculine feels this deep down anyway. As he's feeling all the love of the Divine Feminine. It's been the major part of his transformation. So here's the surrender. Felt like he had this new cloak on. It's green. Green comes from the heart chakra. And if you have a look here, he's got his green trousers on here. He's walking, I don't know, he's got his walking boots on as well. So he's off. But we have this, let's go back to the Five of Swords, the surrender. Now it can be that you have been embarrassed and humiliated, but it looks like this chappie here is off quite quickly. I'm just picking up where all the green is on the clothing, I should say. It's on his kind of, I don't know, I can't call it a dress. What do you call it? I don't know. His gown. Oh, maybe his pullover. It's not really the weather for pullovers. It's a bit hot out there. Then he has these kind of boots on here. Which are green, and then he actually has his trousers on. So it's like he's really ready. I feel that there's been, the heart chakra came out yesterday. There's just been this alignment with love. So the surrender card, it happens quickly. It looks like this is about communication, relocation and travel. So it does look like the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are kind of heading in the same direction here. Looks like it happens quickly, this surrender. The Divine Masculine's off. He's left the Eight of Cups. And it looks like, where's he going? Straight to the Divine Feminine. I picked up from the songs the Divine Feminine being tired. They're going to use it up. They're going to wear it out. The Divine Masculine's armoured up. He's ready. He's prepared. He's had that nudge from Divine as well. He just needs the confidence. Just needs that push to get going. Looks like he's going to put on quite a show here. Patiently waiting. Let's delve a little bit deeper into this. Let's get some messages from your angels. You've got this. Okay. Without the right way. I am who I am. I am that I am is God's name. I like that. I am who I am. Don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. So there's definitely this frustration within the Divine Masculine's energy of himself. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. It's that Chariot. That's what will give that Chariot a push. Self-belief. So I just go for it. Face the fear and do it anyway. Every day is another chance. So I feel like there's this apprehension. It's like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And then it doesn't happen. The fear comes in and it's like, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. That kind of energy, the frustration here. Let's have a look at a little. Let's have a little. It's like, ickle, baby. It's not even funny. I'm sorry. Oh. Just feels like here the Divine Masculine just needs some motherly love, some comfort. Let's get these messages from your angels now. Like use it up, wear it out. It's like just to be smothered in it. But I mean that's That's going to leave you completely open and vulnerable. So let's have a look. We're definitely dealing with vulnerability. To allow yourself to be loved and to love. But it's more about allowing yourself to be loved and to receive it. Let's take those two to start with. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind and spiritual growth right now. It's that staying up all night. Best form of exercise if you ask me. So keeps you very fit. I am talking about sexual activity, staying up all night, not necessarily the talking. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Okay. I'm not going to actually read any of those. That's what I felt through this. I feel that there's this vulnerability about being good enough. Come over all hot again. I just feel, you know, once you get into the flow, communication lines open up. There's just this energy of collapsing into love. We're going for the romance angels. I'm most definitely not getting the Tarot of Sexual Magic out today. This love is strong. So strong that there's a fear of losing it. And it says, don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So I feel here is the Divine Masculine have gone through a spiritual transformation. So the Divine Feminine. So it's kind of like not knowing what to expect when you come together. Got to keep my mind clean. Okay. When you come together. And I think that's a fear as well. The actual transformation, are you good enough? Or it's kind of like, will they still like me? Will they still find me attractive? Have I done enough? And then there's this fear of kind of rejection that's coming in. It's definitely a vulnerable energy. I'm not going to read that one. I feel here, just with the pictures, because I really must pay attention and look at these pictures. Because I do with the tarot, but I don't so much with the oracle cards. But I felt that with this card here, this humiliation, or maybe the fear of being laughed at, mocked, humiliated, because there's two feminines here. And he looks quite serious. Now, what's Cupid doing here? I'm not really sure what Cupid's doing. This is about being maybe mocked in the past. So this is maybe about getting your head around being in a completely different relationship where this, you know, there's a fear of that this may happen if it's happened in past experiences, because there's two feminines here. I feel that they're actually mocking. Okay, I want to say that's the Divine Masculine there who's looking quite serious. Now, Cupid here hasn't got a bow and arrow. He's got a stick. And what came through was the kind of phrase, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And that is a complete and utter bullshit. Because you can heal from those wounds outside, okay? But what about the internal wounds, the name calling? It's another thing that we need to scrap. That is absolutely trash to tell people, or to actually say that, you know, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names can never hurt me, or words can never hurt me. Yes, they can. And they're dead deep rooted. These go back from recalling childhood. okay, issues, and it's not funny. I've been picking up on it. Was it last week, the week before, about the mocking and how people's sense of humour? It's not funny to mock somebody on an insecurity that they have. That's why don't mock people. It's take the mickey. I'll tell you what was coming through last night for me. This energy, I was picking up on it, and what was coming through was kind of like, don't humiliate me, educate me. So don't laugh at me, but enlighten me. And that's definitely a kind of philosophy that I will use, because I have teenage children, 16 and 19, and you can imagine, you know, how they can mock me on my pronunciations and, I don't know, the things that I get up to. And sometimes, you know, you can see between them, they kind of be, and you're just like, don't mock me. You know, none of us know everything. And it's just one of those little childhood things that I kind of pull people up. It's like, instead of mocking me, why don't you educate me? We only know what we know. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up from that card. Just with that stick pointing. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I think that's all that's left, really. For the Divine Masculine, really, is just to clearly decide what it is that you're actually wanting. It says take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. We take the yoga and exercise on a serious note, because we can see here that the crown chakra is connecting to spirit. The Divine Masculine has most definitely been practicing, I want to say, you know, meditation, yoga, maybe this position. So we have yoga. I'm going to read both of these now. Okay, I believe it's feminine. Her name's Ray. I thought that was quite nice, a ray of light. You have received strong guidance to engage in yoga and other forms of exercise, and this card serves as additional validation. I'm still throwing the sex in there. Okay. Physical movement is essential to realising your dreams, desires, and intentions. It gives you the energy and vitality that will help you begin and complete your projects. The reason I say that is I'm a big studier of Napoleon Hill, and he states in Think and Grow Rich that when you blend the emotion of love, sex, and romance together, a genius is formed. You have to have all three components. Okay, so and he talks about when you're courting and dating, you could burn the candle at both ends and it wouldn't affect you, because you'll just be vibing on this passion, this love, and you can go for hours and still operate when you're in this flow of love. Okay, so let's get back to this. Physical movement is essential to realising your dreams, desires, and intentions. It gives you the energy and vitality that will help you begin and complete your projects. That's where the genius is formed. It just, your creativity, it's the third energy. Okay, you're inspired to maximum capacity, I want to say. It opens you up to new creative ideas. And yoga classes and enlarges your, I don't know why they've put another word in there. Yoga classes enlarges your chakra centers so that you can hear our angelic guidance loud and clear. Yoga also allows a noisy mind to become quiet so that it can meditate and hear the voice of heaven. Just remind me of turning the music off. Okay. Although you may feel intimidated by yoga or exercise, or maybe, you know, close sexual contact, vulnerable, the tantric sex was just coming in the game. Although you may feel intimidated by yoga or exercise, I will help you smooth the way. If you ask me, I will help you tailor an exercise program to fit your schedule, interests, and fitness levels. So I'm thinking, don't ask me to tell you what to do. Oh my. You will receive this guidance in the form of repetitive thoughts and feelings, and also through information about yoga or exercise that comes to you from out of the blue. I know that you're a busy person, but I promise you that the increased level of energy you'll feel after exercising will give you the equivalent of more hours in your day. And that's very true. It'd be nice if I could find this chapter. I did actually find the, I'm going to share it because I didn't want to share it without explaining it. And it is the actual copy of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, on audio. Now, I listened to this every day. It must have been for about 3 years. A lot of time I was working in solitude. I was generating my own business. So I was actually kind of out and about, but on my own. And I used to plug in every day and listen to this particular audio, and I would share it. It's probably on for about 7 hours. Okay, but sometimes I would always have it in the car. I still have the disc. Well, I don't have one of them because it was in a car that I kind of wrote off, I believe, and I believe it was in the CD player, and I didn't reclaim it. So, but I would have it on my iPhone, and I could just put it on shuffle. But there is this, so I don't know which chapter it is, but I know that there is a chapter on sex transmutation, but there is actually a chapter, I believe, where he talks about the love, sex and romance blending. So I might share it. I always think, an hour a day of listening, you've done it within the week. Very well worth it, and especially if you like his style and like listen to him speak, which I do. Just comes in, I suppose, with the songs that were on before. Jessie J and Black Eyed Peas kind of kicked in. It's old-fashioned style, so if that's your kind of style, it's like a true gentleman speaking with a knowledge, experience, and every right to be where he was, with his teachings. So let's read this. I want to read the Oceana. I'm babbling now a bit, so let's bring it back. Bring it back, sing it back. Dive right in. There's no need for more research or time. You can trust your feelings on this one. I will guide you through the actions that are necessary, considering the circumstances. Your main concern is to avoid procrastination at all costs. Break the situation down into small steps so that you don't become overwhelmed, then take those steps in regular intervals. You already know what to do about this situation, and you have made up your mind to take action. I am here to validate that your decision is on the path of light. Although there might be some temporary hard work or emotional turmoil, this will soon be replaced by a lightness of spirit akin to gently floating on a summer breeze. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Okay, and that's the energy. It's yesterday's reading said about embracing, now that I believe it was like, now that you know who you are and what you want, it's time for the Empress to embrace the Divine Masculine's presence, which makes me feel his vulnerability, and being able to be within the Divine Masculine's not only energy field but in his presence, okay, and be able to like handle that herself, watching her Divine Masculine be vulnerable and knowing how to care for him. Oh, my throat is not wanting to talk. Let's carry on with reading. You already know what to do about this situation, and you have made up your mind to take action. I'm here to validate that your decision is on the path of light. Although there might be some temporary hard work or emotional turmoil, this soon will be replaced by a lightness of spirit akin to gently floating on a summer breeze. Sometimes you may feel too emotional or too tired to take action. This is because you're unsure of the correctness of your decision. Usually, unfounded guilt is the culprit that is draining your energy and happiness. This is when it's very important to call upon the angels to shore up your faith. Notice how the doors open smoothly with each step you take. That is one more sign that you're taking the best course of action. Okay, What other advice? Oh, have I brought them downstairs? Oh, I hope so. I did. I only reclaimed these yesterday. I lent them to my eldest daughter, and I went to see her last night. And I saw them. I was like, I need these back. I miss them. They're really relevant for where we are at the moment with this wave of ascension. So they're back in my possession. Let's pull a card from the Sacred Spirit. Okay, I think we've just kind of merged this reading into the now, haven't we? It just happens naturally. You can try and have a plan, but you're best just to let it flow. Spiritual guidance for your life journey. Illuminate the shadow. Focus on a solution. 21. When we understand our shadow, we can fully appreciate the light. We must have both aspects within our spirit to have a meaningful life. Without darkness, how can one fully appreciate the beauty and simplicity of life in all its forms? Once we remove fear and personal doubt, it makes room for love, confidence and motivation, reclaiming your personal power. Thank goodness I reclaimed these cards then. Okay. Our shadow self-highlights the need to place ourselves first. When we are stuck within our shadow side, we are unable to see the light of day. We become clouded and foggy with confusion. Now, when I tried to pick up yesterday on the energy of that emotional loss, I just said there was this cloudy fogginess surrounding the Divine Masculine's head. Okay. Illuminating, I'm sorry, I believe I might have just, I'm not sure, I've lost my place. Our shadow self-highlights the need to place ourselves first. When we are stuck within our shadow side, we are unable to see the light of day. We become clouded and foggy with confusion, often forgetting gratitude and compassion through our own selfish moments. Illuminating the shadow is to fully understand our personality and subsequently understand the shadow in others, enabling us to be more considerate of another person's hardships and developing empathy with and compassion for other people. That's where this soft teddy bear comes in. Okay. It's like there's no need to hate your shadow side. It's learning to incorporate it, learning to tame it. So illuminating the shadow is to fully understand our personality and subsequently understand the shadow in others, enabling us to be more considerate of another person's hardships and developing empathy with and compassion for other people. Right now you are encouraged to illuminate the sections of your personality that are working against your situation. Excuse me. Accept that these challenging aspects are a part of you. Embrace them, love them, and plan how to achieve a form of balance and make this part of your psyche ultimately work for you. Now is the time to focus on a resolution instead of just on the problem or challenge. So sorry, guys. How did you get here? Acknowledge your current circumstances and focus on how you can achieve a positive outcome. Now is the time to get your personality in line with conscious thought. Apply these balanced characteristics to areas in your life that could utilise these energies, such as leadership, communication, most definitely, that throat chakra really wants to clear. relationships, employment, and self-talk with your spirit. Once you grow your understanding of your unique personality, you can begin to realign your life to nurture and support your goals and personal interests. Okay, the shadow aspect: narrow-mindedness, ego-driven, and cynicism. Um, the angel assistance is Archangel Barachiel. Problem solving, finding solutions. Affirmation: I effortlessly create peaceful solutions with my personality. Yeah, there's so many different sides to all of us. But we get to choose which ones we reside in. That's a good way. This is our vessel, isn't it? And that's the fear, I believe, the fear of how we project ourselves, especially if you're of quite a strong energy and then projecting like the other side of you, which is your vulnerable side, which we all have. Magical unicorns. Oh, can I get to them? I was doing some research the other day, and it was actually with another, I'll call her a divine feminine, and we kind of really come to the conclusion that our emotions change every 2 hours, and we've been really working on that and picking up and kind of tracking that, being aware when your energy changes. And your energy can change like up to every 2 hours. Anyway, I don't know why I felt like I wanted to say that, but definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. Okay. This card rarely comes out, so there must be a question in your mind. It would do with this fear, this vulnerability. It's like this wanting to know, but then there's fear of rejection in case you're wrong. Okay. That's when you just have to trust your instincts and lovingly assert yourself. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Did I read that card in the end, guys? I think I did. What you're asking about will definitely happen, provided that you keep your thoughts positive. You can bring about your desires more quickly by paying attention to thoughts, feelings, words, or visions that repeat themselves to you. When this inner guidance asks you to take positive action, it's important for you to do so. For instance, if you have strong feelings to call a certain person, then make that call. Your angels will always guide you to take actions that have positive and healthy effects on you and others. This card asks you to set aside doubts or worries and to feel secure that everything is positive. Your desires are going to happen, and probably in better than expected ways. Imagine that your dream has already come true, using your inner vision and your feelings as you do so. You just need to stay filled with faith and hope and take action when you're guided. That's it. There was this overwhelmment, this feeling that came over when you actually imagined all your dreams coming true. It's just like beyond belief. And that's where the hesitance is. It's about maybe tomorrow I'll allow myself to you know, find out whether all my dreams are going to come true, whether it's going to be what I was imagining it to be. It looks like it's going to be even better. And then there's the pullback again. The fear of being wrong. So don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. Let's get to Journey of Love. Smokey Robinson, My Girl. It was one of the songs that was playing before I came on camera. My girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Feel like yesterday I felt like the love had kind of settled a bit, and today it's kind of back, this apprehension. Let's get a Journey of Love. I said that emotions can change, our feelings can change. Quite a lot throughout the day. I don't know. Oh my! Don't throw them at me like that. Okay. I need to have a clear card, please. Loving all that is. Card number 22. 22, it just makes you feel this every 2 hours kind of business. Loving all that is. Where's the book? You wise, awakening being, you can love all that is. You can love your tears and your sadness, for they are a testament to your open heart. Excuse me. You can love your numbness and fatigue, for they show that you have worked hard and are now in need of rest. You can love your energy and passion, even when you are so far ahead of the pack you have to wait a while for everyone else to catch up, maybe a day, maybe a decade or so, because you choose not to curb your enthusiasm for anyone. You can love your anger, because underneath its fire is a desire for respect, and you can love your peacefulness, because within your heart you really don't care much for fighting sometimes. If there is something that is shaming you, worrying you, challenging you, it's okay to just love it. It will make sense when it needs to. Until then, just love it, even when it hurts, for it's part of your own divine nature awakening. It may just be like a painful cramp happening because it's been curled up for too long. This oracle brings you a sweet message. You are just about to love. You're just about to love. It doesn't say that. It says you are just asked. Oh, you are just asked to love. Everything else will take care of itself. Oh, let's read the poem. A state of being, allowing, receiving, becoming one with all that is. Oh, I've come over really hot again. Let's get another one from here. Okay. Simplicity. Just the easy life, allowing it to flow. What was I thinking earlier on about it was most definitely about just going with the flow and how everything unfolds. You don't want to be worrying about being somewhere, because then you don't get to enjoy the now. So when you're in the now, it's about standing in the now. When you're in the now, the next part just kind of comes to you. and you find yourself just doing that. So there's never any rush. There's never any, what should I be doing? It's just, let's do this. Okay, that's total surrender. It's just like, you just kind of have this urge, this feeling. Like it said here, if you feel like, you know, make a call, make that call. It's the urge. It's just, oh, I'm going to be doing that. Okay. There's no fear to it. It's just like divine direction. You can really get to this point where you can just blame divine, if you like. Divine told me to do it. As long as it's like the intentions are good and it's for love and because of love. So yes, it's just this, just kind of do what you're told. And that's a surrender. That's a surrender. So I don't question too much. There's no need to. You just have to have confidence that what you're guided to do is the correct guidance. Don't think into it. Keep it simple, nice and simple. Simplicity. I feel like there's two figures here kind of combined. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers to your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can, even if you are yet to understand why you should be grateful, because you cannot perceive the gift hiding within your struggles quite yet. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest nights. The light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer: love. Trust, have faith, and be patient. Wait, and you shall see. Let simplicity be. Wait, and you shall see. That's great. That's got to be, I think, the name of the video. Okay, the title. Wait, and you shall see. Let simplicity be. This oracle brings you an answer. Another answer. You already had the answer to your question. Is a strong yes. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. Tasty. It's just like tasty. Why am I saying tasty? Okay. The circumstances with which you are struggling will right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way. Meditation, time in nature. Dance and literally talk to the divine. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it is all going to work out for the best. There is peace for one whose heart is open. Oh, I love this reading today. It's very vulnerable, it's very raw, it's very in love. It's very soft. Soft and sweet. Very nice. I could stand this energy all day. Even with the fear there, that's what kind of makes it extra more kind of, I don't know. It spoke about loving everything, the tears and the sadness, because there's an understanding behind the emotions now. That's what I want to say. It's beautiful. Let's get some Lover's Oracle. And I'm definitely going to end on a Rumi message. And then I'm very intrigued to see what next week's readings are going to be like. So, okay. Let's clear up this week though. Sacred union. Honour and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. One side. That's a perfect message. This is the one where really you can express your emotions. It looks like they're both crying here. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of your friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. It's not worrying too much about the kind of sacred connection. Work on the friendship first, about being there for each other, to comfort. I was going to say guide. Comfort and console. How beautiful is that? Let's end on this Rumi. What's this come up? Let's end on a beautiful Rumi message. I thought it's going to be a lovely message. Okay. I got a feeling. Right, let me get a drink before we delve into the Rumi oracle. Right, let's give these a shuffle. Sacred Convergence, card number 11. There's a 22, which is really the 1111. Let's read this. I don't think I've had this card in a while, so I can't really remember the message. I think it's definitely about coming together, though. Okay. Okay, let's read this. Roaming around town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I'm longing for. The human cannot be found, we have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this in the middle of the circle is what I am longing for. Okay, let's pop this down. Let's get a drink. Okay, we're going to have to get these words out. Is there a lot? Is there a lot? How I have longed for you, my very own. Look no further, for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves, to be mere reflections of the one great and true love, is here, for you, now. It is I who has sought you through the stirrings of your own heart. Yes, 'twas I, hidden beneath every secret, yearning for something more, something full, something special, something all-encompassing. Behind every yearning always I have hidden. Now I show myself to you, that you may become so filled with the same passionate devotion that I hold for you, and that your mind will fall away overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of love, tossed into an ocean of silent, unending bliss. Come to me, we are to be one now, in sacred convergence of silent, eternal passion. My heart's going, it's like, that's deep. Silent convergence, in a sacred convergence of silent, eternal passion. Sacred convergence indicates a coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This greater cause is both personal and impersonal. There is an aspect of joining together for common purpose, although that purpose may not be immediately obvious at a level of day-to-day consciousness. That common soul purpose may be to lift each other into greater love and self-belief, to shed fear and open the heart, filling each individual soul with more holy fire for its personal, passionate purpose. You'll have a sense when this process is happening. There will be a coming together of you with like-minded souls who hail from all walks of life, and yet together, through some invisible genius, you will help each other. You may simply be dancing in the same room or singing in a group, attending a class or workshop, or just visiting the same beach or parkland, but at that moment there will be a sense of something different and nourishing happening at a far greater level. Okay, so we've been speaking about kind of calling in your soul tribe, your soul family. Yesterday spoke about the help will come. Okay, like-minded people, and knowing that you're coming together for a great purpose. Okay, which is to wake our world up to love, especially with the divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. Okay, this third energy that they can create, and then it would just shine across the land. There you go. The trickle-down effect into your personal life will be felt too. You'll have more energy after spending time with these people, even if you don't interact very much on a personal level, beyond being in the same space. You'll feel empowered to step forward on your path and love yourself with less conditions. You'll become freer to shed your fears, let go of relationships based in fear and judgment, and open up to those more loving, responsive and inspiring to continue on your personal journey in increasingly profound ways. This oracle has come to you because you are part of a greater sacred convergence happening now. Perhaps you have already sensed its progression, or perhaps it will not be obvious to you, but the effect, whether obvious or subtle, will be important to your soul development and divine awakening. You are being asked to drop defences and barriers towards groups of people that feel good for you. However, those that dampen your spirits or drag you down are to be dispensed with, no matter what games of blame or manipulation they may play to keep you coming back for more. No, that shall not do for your soul growth now. Just step away. Turn towards those connections that feel nourishing to your soul and learn to share yourself without fear. Just be. You do not have to force the planets to spin, nor the great cycles of the soul to happen. All that is required is that you show up for what is offered to you now. Do your part, take your steps, dance, sing and be, and allow the gifts of sacred connection to change your world, for this is a spiritual gift presented to you now. This oracle comes with a special message. Perhaps you have been thinking about shedding lower vibrational connections based in the ego world of power games, sabotage, manipulation and fear. Perhaps you have already begun this process, or even shed so many you are fearing you might have overpruned to be left with nothing and no one. Do not fear, feisty angel of love. Your trust is prevailing. You cannot stay in a vibration of fear if you want to dwell in the vibration of love. Whilst you learn to sustain that vibration within you until it cannot be rattled by any crisis or demand, you are wise to place yourself in more nourishing connections. If you want a plant to grow, why not give it the best soil and conditions in which to do so? Certainly, the plant of love can and will grow in the most inhospitable conditions, but it can be rather more joyful to grow in gentler, more nourishing conditions if possible. This oracle comes to you with guidance that the possibility for more joyful relationships and growth of love within is in your power. You can choose each day, each moment. Just make a choice. Trust yourself, your discernment and your intuition and choose. You do not owe anyone anything. Repeat this law of karma. You only owe love the chance to grow. So let that be your guiding principle now as you release the old, and trust that even if your garden of relationship becomes sparse for a while, you have been cutting back unhealthy plants to allow for new life to flourish. It's only a matter of timing for the season of new life and growth to come again. And so it shall, bringing with it sacred convergence of souls on the path of love, your soul tribe, your soul family, your new tribe of those journeying upon the path of love. Okay. I'm going to read the sacred Honoring Ritual. Say, Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I open to your grace. I hereby declare I am willing to release those connections that no longer serve my spiritual growth on the path of love. I release relationships based in fear and am open to those based in love. I surrender the need to know, to judge, to assert control, and to be in the right. I open up to tolerance, intuition, and honouring of my heart. I open to love. Show me the way, brother of my soul. Guide me through your grace into the sacred convergence of my soul and divine love in its most gracious expression, now and always. I call in my soul tribe of love, and I open my heart to nourishing connections in all ways now. So be it. Close your eyes and relax with your hands resting on your heart. Do this for however long feels good for you. When you are ready, simply open your eyes and you have completed your sacred honouring ritual. We're going to end on a postcard from Spirit. Let's get a message from heaven. I would have been reading that, I believe, at 1444. It's 1448 now. It's like the kind of a light workers code. Okay, let's end on a postcard from Spirit. You are magic. The dragonfly here. Okay, dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, this unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide, feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love always and forever. So it's vulnerability here, and I believe it's about actually the divine masculine and the divine feminine being vulnerable and open, transparent, emotional within each other's presence and finding the comfort there. Okay. Let's leave it there, guys. Okay, I will catch up with you soon. So have yourself a fantastic day. It is extremely sunny and hot, so try and stay cool. Okay, yes, know of this flushed, this heaviness, this fiery temper, I want to say. It's kind of a frustration, okay. So it's time to chill. Have a great day, guys, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye for now.